So this is how you could start a Weebly from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can log in. I'm pretty sure I don't have a Weebly under my school account, but I guess we're about to find out. So I'm going to log in through the Google button. I'd really like to show you what it looks like when you're brand new and fresh, but of course it took me straight to this page because I already have one. So let's go ahead and see what if it looks similar if I'm adding a new website. I had some students who were working on a project, and so they wanted to create a Weebly for that project, and I think that's when I used my other address. So I'm going to go to Add Site. Yeah, here we go. This is what it looks like. And it asks you a series of questions, and of course, like all companies, it's going to try and push you to spend money. So you can do a free Weebly. So just keep remembering that whenever they ask you various questions, because like most online companies, sometimes it seems like you have to do something when you don't. So I'm not going to sell anything on my website. And then they give you all these choices for the type of layout you would like to have. I've personally found that the blog layout is probably the simplest as far as starting a Weebly. So I really recommend that you click on this one right here that says blog. And then it's a matter of picking something that looks good to your eye. And obviously, you're going to change pretty much everything about it. So you're just kind of looking at the style, the font. So I'm going to go with this one, Sights and Sounds, for no other reason than it looks nice. So this would be your kind of the layout of your Weebly. And with the blog format, it's nice because it gives you big chunks of text and then pictures, which that's when I first started my blog. That's kind of, my class website, that's pretty much what we used. So then if you click up in the corner to start editing, then it's going to actually let you build and create your site. So you need to think of the name that you want your website to be. And my recommendation is that you keep it really simple, because if it's something that your students are going to be using, they're going to type that in. I didn't know that when I started mine, and the name of my website is EllisonGlobalInvestigations.com, which is great if you're a grown-up or you've bookmarked it, but it's not so much fun when you're a second grader trying to get to a website. So shorter is probably better. So if you want a free Weebly, which is probably what you want, you're going to go with using a subdomain of Weebly, which just basically means that instead of your website being greatreaders.com, it would be greatreaders.weebly.com. So it makes the name a little bit longer, but it's free. To have a website like mine that's just EllisonGlobalInvestigations.com, you have to pay money for it. And I did actually eventually pay money for my website because that is a way that you can actually have password protection, so that only people with the password to your website can have access to it. And there were we had some specific reasons for sort of protecting some of the information on our website. Kind of a long story, but just trust me. So if you just want to do a subdomain of Weebly, then you just pick your name, and you have to see if it works, because you're not the first teacher to create a Weebly, so Great Readers is probably taken. So makers of awesome. Try that. And that's available. So as soon as you get that green check mark, you can go ahead and create your website just by clicking the continue. And at this point, it's going to start letting you just go ahead and change and modify everything that you want. But that's basically how you get started. You're going to see that same screen that we just saw with the name of your Weebly again later on when you're ready to actually publish it. That's where they're going to really try and trick you and push you to spend money on your Weebly. So I'll show you that when we get to that end. That's it for now.